I'm Sumit Singh, the Cloud Provider Business Head at VMware for Sub-Saharan Africa. There's a phenomenal race to become digital smart. And in our conversations with customers, we hear a very consistent theme. Every organization is in a race to become digital smart. And this is true whether you're a challenger brand rocking the status quo, or an established player working to protect and defend your position in the market. In this race to become digital smart, the priorities are to accelerate the velocity of innovation across your business, invest in the next generation of automation so you can move faster, deliver the next leap forward in employee engagement and productivity. But how does this all fit in to a cloud journey? Typically, our customers describe a journey to the cloud that is remarkably consistent across industry verticals, be it in education, financial services, healthcare, public sector, retail, you name it. There's a common thread in terms of how customers describe their cloud journey. Phase one was the initial embrace of public cloud, about 10 or 15 years back. The mindset at the time was cloud first, all in, cloud first approach. And the big focus in this phase was on building customer-facing mobile applications, typically within a single cloud. And this first wave of cloud innovation drove huge advances in how businesses operate and how they engage with their end customers, as well as their employees. But over time, we saw a broad shift from a single cloud mindset to a multi-cloud model, or a multi-cloud world, with more than 75% or more organizations now relying on 2 or more cloud platforms. And really, this does make a lot of sense. Firstly, CIOs want to tap into the tremendous amount of innovation being driven by the leading public cloud players. Developers across the board want access to best-of-breed services in different clouds to differentiate the apps that they are delivering. And every organization wants greater choice and flexibility to help them avoid cloud lock-in or vendor lock-in within a single service provider. But what has this resulted in? So while we've made great progress on the path to digital, business leaders we talk to are saying the same thing. We're not moving fast enough. Many CIOs describe this current era as the great replatforming of the enterprise, an opportunity to rethink, reshape the core operations, and propel every business. In their view, this replatforming exercise has slowed down, and they call out 3 major roadblocks that are holding them back. Firstly, we're confronting a global scale gap in skills, be it from software development to cloud operations to multi-cloud operations and multi-cloud management. It is vast and dire, and this is a global scale challenge. Secondly, is the sheer weight and magnitude of the existing enterprise application landscape. And these have proven difficult to modernize and migrate to the cloud. Thirdly, the fragmented nature of running and securing apps across multiple clouds. So whilst there was a typical challenge in terms of doing this when running typically only on-prem, this is only exacerbated when running in multiple cloud destinations. Where does it now leave organizations and customers? They're now in a phase that we call cloud chaos. And cloud chaos is a descriptor that many of our customers are using to describe their current state today. It's a world where this great cloud choice has led to a massive spike in complexity. Most report that building new applications has now become slow and cumbersome, and managing their entire application portfolio across disparate clouds is difficult, not to mention the costs associated with it. It's no wonder each cloud requires their own teams to use proprietary tools that are siloed and incompatible with one another. This is seeing many tools, many teams, and disparity in terms of managing in the multi-cloud world. Meanwhile, going back, for the average employee of the org, getting fast, secure access to critical apps from anywhere is now imperative, but it's often becoming a challenge. And all of this complexity really has broad and dire repercussions on the business, be it from managing costs to attracting and retaining top talent. How does one manage all of this? We believe that the desired destination of every multi-cloud journey is towards a cloud-smart approach. But what does being cloud-smart really mean? Being cloud-smart means taking an architected and planned approach to multi-cloud and digital transformation. With a cloud-smart approach, you have the freedom to select the right cloud for the right app based on the needs of the individual app and aligned with the business strategy. We often find many CIOs that I chat with, and it's something that I've related to, that they now face the CIO juggling act. How do I, on the one hand, maintain status quo, be it those three-tier applications, some may even reference them as the monolithic legacy applications, that are still running and servicing the business today. This is what the business has been built upon. Whilst on the other hand, how do I move forward and rapidly develop and digitally transform and bring new applications and services to market whilst maintaining status quo? This really is CIO juggling act. And what I've seen is this fundamental shift between what I would call CIO 1.0 versus CIO 2.0. Where CIO 2.0 is more concerned with access to assets versus owning assets. This fundamental shift from CapEx to OpEx spending, IT now needing to reframe itself in the organization to deliver business outcomes rather than being a cost center. How do we move towards software and as-a-service models while still needing to maintain hardware? This is a cultural and a mindset shift that must be aligned across the entire organization. But what needs to happen? I see it as a transformative approach, and there's multiple things that need to be addressed. Firstly, business strategy must define the cloud strategy. Start with why, define with purpose. Why go cloud? What will cloud deliver to the business? Communication is key in any transformation journey, be it cloud or any other organizational change. And cloud should be seen no differently. The promise of cloud is not just about the technology. It ultimately influences how a company operates, and this will result in new competencies needing to be defined. A cloud center of excellence, new skilling, or potentially reskilling of current skill sets, new job definitions, cost containment. We've seen a massive rise in the discipline of FinOps needing to be developed, or discipline needing that's become more necessary to manage costs across multiple clouds. There's also a common misnomer that I face, and it's people think that cloud miraculously solves every challenge, and this is a fallacy. The common hygienes in any IT environment become ever more pervasive in a cloud operating model. That which we did in a traditional world now needs to be done ever more so in a cloud operating model. There's no perfect answer to this. How do I modernize legacy, stabilize operations, and eliminate risk whilst reducing my tech debt? Reframe IT organization to become an outcomes-based versus run business. whilst containing cost, reducing hardware spend, adopting as-a-service models. And there's no clear answer, there's no clear way of doing this. Is it really about rebuilding the plane while flying it, or building a new plane while flying the old one? There's no perfect answer to this, and every organization is going to approach this differently. But these are key considerations to keep in mind when defining a cloud business strategy. Many teams, many disparate tools. Historically, there have been two major impediments to achieving a single unified cloud operating model. And these have been tools and disconnected and siloed processes. How does one bring this all together in terms of management? It's complicated. There's inconsistency, while there's a need to drive acceleration. Customers are demanding urgency from organizations and so to our employees. But how do we find a way to manage these whilst moving forward? And this is really seen us as VMware defining what we've called the VMware Cloud Operating Model, a way to harness as well as mitigate multi-cloud complexity. I mean, there's no denying. We live in the cloud era. Organizations now deliver cloud services to help people do everything, be it from online banking to buying a car, even online. But to deliver these new digital experiences quickly, securely, and cost-effectively, organizations need to be prepared to reimagine the way their people, processes, and technology work together and interoperate. Whether you're just starting out on your cloud journey or well on your way, there's considerable value in ensuring you have a cloud operating model to take you forward. Armed with the VMware Cloud Operating Model, you can maximize your existing investments in cloud as well as your future cloud investments, whether they be private, public, hybrid, edge, or multi-cloud. There's key considerations in defining a model that aligns the digital transformation and business strategy, coupled with the cloud strategy, underpinned by the application strategy, while still maintaining alignment with the financial strategy. This will then feed into how you define your people, process, and technology around how all of these will interoperate. But allow me to simplify this with a few key takeaways in terms of considerations for your business and cloud operating model. Firstly, business strategy will define the cloud strategy and not the other way around. Start with why, begin with purpose. I'd like to leave you with a notion. Is it about taking your business to the cloud or about bringing cloud to your business? The business strategy must align with the financial and application roadmap. If these three are not in alignment, we will very quickly find a staggered approach to adopting cloud and almost a halted adoption of cloud. Cloud is not just about the tech and the application. The definitive strategy is required that encompasses people, process, and technology. Lastly, there is no one-size-fits-all. Each organization will be different. However, what remains constant and consistent across this is every organization will need a cloud operating model that aligns to business strategy that underpins the way the company, people, process, and technology work together and interoperate. I hope you found my session insightful, and I'm open to questions and comments at the end of the session. Thank you.